Hello everyone, welcome back to another log. And yeah, I thought today we can do some Narmer Bounties because, as mentioned in a previous log, I was going to try to get about 2,000 or so this year. So I thought maybe I could just play the game, take you guys along with me, and show you guys how I personally do it. So the way the Narmer Bounties work is there's going to be Narmer Bounties on Venus and Earth. So for right now, I believe, if I had to guess, probably Fortuna has the bounties, because in Plains of Eidolon, it only appears in the daytime. Oh, my mistake. It's probably on Earth. So basically, it's all about Venus and Earth. So you have to kind of go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So whenever it's nighttime on Earth, you have to go to Venus. Whenever the timer on Venus expires, you have to go back to Earth. So you kind of have to go back and forth. This is also how you get, what's his name? Caliban as well. Unfortunately, Caliban is not in a great state, which is a shame because he looks pretty awesome, to be honest. But here we go. We're just going to do an armor bounty real quick. There we go. We're on Cetus. Gonna go to Kanzu, and he should have the bounty here. Here we go. So this is kind of the... I'm guessing there's gonna be like a rescue mission here. As you can see, I have an hour and a half. So we're gonna go ahead and pick this one. I much prefer doing it on Fortuna, but yeah. Here is what I personally use. I'm gonna go for my Narmer Bounty build here. Alright, so I personally use Mesa for this, and she's just awesome at these bounties. So here we go. This is my current build right now that I'm pretty happy with. I use Molt Reconstruct just like in the Archon videos, because whenever I cast any abilities, I get my health back. I found Energize to be pretty good with her. It's always nice to get some extra energy. And I'm using Meso's Vaults because I find being able to move around is quite significant and giving me an advantage. I love being able to move around when I'm using her ultimate. And then just your, Steel Fiber, Vitality, Healing Expertise, so that I can keep using my abilities very cheaply. You can probably just replace this with like Transient Fortitude or even like Umbros Intensify and so on and so forth. She's also great for the Umbra mods if you're able to use the Umbra Forma, but Umbra Forma is like pure gold right now. Like, it's more valuable. It's as valuable as platinum. And then we got Streamline, Energy Max, Adaptation, just to make us tankier, and she's quite tanky. Voracious Medicine. I actually forgot I put this in here. I put this in here just to give me some healing, because her first ability, you can pretty much just replace it. Shooting Gallery just gives me a bit of a damage boost, which I believe also works for her ultimate, so it's great. And then Shatter Shield, which is probably one of her most important abilities, because it just makes you a lot tankier, and sometimes even reflects incoming bullets, which I don't know if it works all the time. But and then we got Peacemaker, which is where she just shoots everybody. It is extremely invaluable to kill people very, very quickly. So anyway, so that's kind of my build, and then I'm using my Kuva Kartak because this weapon is quite powerful, and I'm not playing on Steel Path, so Just I have built-in radiation, corrosive and heat, so this thing completely does obliterate armor. So, and then speed trigger is practically required because this weapon's quite slow. So, you can also use prime shred, but I know a lot of people don't have this because you have to log in for like 400 days, I believe, to get this. But once you get this reward, I highly recommend using this on a core attack because it's just being able to have punch through, a lot of punch through, by the way. And 55% fire rate on this gun is just mwah, beautiful. And then primary merciless as well, which is probably the best arcane. The planks, I personally use Catch Moon for this, just in case enemies get a little too close for comfort. I could just shoot them in the face with this, and then melee doesn't necessarily matter. And then Zenuric, so I can get my energy, and then my regulators, which these are quite powerful. You don't need like an outrageous build or anything like that. I'm not even sure this works, to be honest with you. I'm probably just going to remove that and just have like heated charge, or prime heated charge is totally fine too. Just to have like a lot of freaking damage. So I would also highly recommend the galvanized mods because being able to get a lot of damage in multi-shot is just wild. And then anemic agility as well, because she shoots really freaking fast with this. As you can see, she can shoot like 28 rounds a second, which is kind of ridiculous. So and then for my sentinel, for this particular build, I'm just using carrier for this because he has ammo case. Hopefully DE will make like a prime version of this, but so basically I get built-in I get built-in ammo mutation with this, and then the vacuum, just, you know, pretty basic stuff here. Animal Instincts is amazing. Always, I would highly recommend having this on all of your companions. And anyway, that's pretty much going to be it, and we're just going to do this bounty a couple times, see what we get, and yeah, let you guys see some gameplay and see how I get on with the bounties. Alright, here we go. Gonna go to this. Oh, I forgot you can also fast travel. I forgot you can do that. Alright. Okay, here we go. For the hacking the drone, they're always going to be in the center of that circle right there on the upper left. So you want to like go to the center and just look for it. Here we go. See. So as you can see, it's always going to be like in the center. So go. Let's get some energy real quick. Missile pods. By the way, using the mod for the power zone to go invisible every time you hack is so good. I can't tell you how many times it saved my bacon. Generally, you don't have to worry too much about the enemies because, you know, it's very, very hard for them to blow this up, especially if you can kill them first. Missile pods, I believe I have a booster. Yeah, I got a booster for 4 hours, so. I like to use, what I like about the Kartak is you can use it as like a long range rifle as well as just an assault rifle. And then I use my catch movement for closer encounters. So, use my Shatter Shield, then Peacemaker, just to get rid of them. There are a couple of stages I personally struggle with, even with Mesa, because the way that they were just, the way that the bounty was designed, and yeah, not a whole lot I can do about it though, but just give it my best shot, you know. Things are going quite smoothly. Fortunately, the drone can't go any faster. I would love for DE to make it a little bit faster, but let's get rid of some Shatter Shield and just get rid of them real quick. There we go. Yeah, Arcane Velocity would be amazing on Mesa, but I don't have that. A lot of people don't have that. It's probably one of the rarest mods you can get in the game because it's super hard to get it. Alright, so we got some caches here, so thankfully it's pretty close. I personally like to use the Arcwing to look for them. And this is where your... oh look, just found one. This is where your mod for your loot radar is super handy because it just kind of shows you where they are. So, and then just kind of fly around. Make sure you get rid of these squares right here. Ah, where is it? Gosh. There we go. Erudite. Can never have too many of those. Oh no, I got a freaking thumper in my way. He seems to show up when I don't want him to. Oh man. I actually been meaning to do a guide on how to kill that real quick, but I'm like not even remotely prepared for it. So I'm just gonna have to avoid him for now. And found another crate. There we go. Got all three of them. That went nicely. This, I don't know if I mentioned this, but this bounty is also a great way to get some endo. So even if you don't get the parts you want or the rewards you want, you'll still get a good amount of endo. So this is kind of the Peacemaker real quick. Being able to kill the enemies really, really fast is just incredibly invaluable. Gorgon Blueprint. Those are quite rare, not gonna lie. It's a shame the Gorgon isn't any better, because it has so much potential to be an awesome weapon. I would love a Kuva version. I would love a Kuva Gorgon. It can have like a whole bunch of... Oh, right. I forgot about this. So you have to kill these two floating things, and then you have to kill this guy. So you want to use the... you want to follow the little lines, and just... because he has little lines coming out of his body showing you where the enemies are. Those are the ones you have to kill first. Which you have to be careful because those little floating, I forgot what they're called, those little floating things can kill you very, very quickly. So make sure you're very careful and just keep moving around. Then we're going to take the data mess. Basically, this is just mobile defense, so nothing too bad. I got very lucky though with the bounty because I got one of the easier bounties. And I got this annoying guy here, so the thing is I am not prepared at all, so this is like super unfortunate that he just showed up. He seems to show up when I don't want him to. I could still kill him with my build, but it would take me like 5 million minutes, so yeah, it wouldn't be super productive to just kill him right now, but I'll probably just deal some quick damage to him and just kill him after this bounty because it's really annoying. Uh-oh. See what I mean? I just was not prepared for this fight at all. It's kind of one of the reasons I don't like doing the bounties on. As you can see here, I can kind of shoot him with my ultimate, with the Peacemaker, but it's not really that effective. It's really not. So. Yeah, so one of the tricks is just to keep moving around. You can also kind of like do it in midair as well, and it'll kind of keep the enemy from hitting you too much. Alright, Narmer Isoclast, that's what we're here for. I pretty much have everything else, so now we're gonna go to the final bounty stage. And kind of do this real quick.
You've reached the location. Clear out any nearby hostiles.
Alright, we can just use my Peacemaker, kill everybody super quick. Oh, it's this one. Oh, I hate this one so much. I hate this one so much. This is the one I struggle with the most. Yeah, so for this one, I feel like the timer's a little too long for this one as well. Because it is absurdly difficult for me to do this one. I really don't like this one. I wonder if there's some kind of trick to this. Because if you don't know where the enemies are, that's going to be really bad. Because you have to kill them very, very quickly. One of the best advice I can give you guys is to look for the ships here, like that one, and just try to keep an eye on it. Just keep moving around. Nessa is quite tanky, but she can still die. I personally find the Fortuna bounty way easier for me to deal with, because the Kuva can deal lots and lots of damage. Because on Fortuna, I very rarely die on Fortuna. I don't know why. I feel like the Grineer they just have so much freaking damage and everything that so what you can do is just every like 5 seconds just kill an enemy and just try to keep it above. It's a lot of like micromanaging, because if you kill too many, then you have to wait, and they could be like a mile away from you when they land, and so on and so forth. You want to make sure you have some kind of control over the enemy spawns and just keep moving around, because they have a hard time hitting you. And then when it gets to about 60% or above, or well, preferably 75% or above. You know, just kill a couple of them to keep the control levels high enough. As you can see, thankfully that went really, really well. I almost died a couple times, but that's okay. Alright, and I'm gonna kill the rest of the enemies. Oh. Hoping that's all of them. Alright, excellent. That went very well. That went very well. And I got some Narmer Isoplast. So yeah, getting 1,000 hopefully is doable. Anywho, we're gonna just go ahead and head back to Cetus. Okay, mission complete. So we got, took me about 13 minutes to do it. 2,400 Indo, which is pretty good. This is like, I don't know, like 10,000 Indo per hour maybe? If I keep doing it like this. 10 to 12,000, something like that. So that's not too bad. 10,000 Indo an hour is not too bad. 6 isoplasts, which doesn't seem like much, but trust me, you're gonna want to do these over and over and over. They're always, the bounties are always available. It's just sometimes it's on Earth when you log in, sometimes it's on Venus. I personally prefer Fortuna, but that went surprisingly well. Anywho, so this is where you can trade your Narmer Isoplast. As you can see, I can get 29,500 today. I already maxed this out, so. So yeah, this is kind of what the Isoplast is for, but also for crafting Caliban and his weapons and stuff like that. So a quick progress report. I got almost 2 million credits, so I'm pretty happy with that in the past couple of weeks. I probably could have gotten like maybe 7 million, but I don't play this game as much as I used to. And then as far as the resources, so yeah, this is what I meant about having new goals. So I'm probably going to try to farm a lot more cryotic because it's actually quite important, especially when the Fomorian comes back. So you can build the Fomorian disruptors. I believe you only need to craft one, but so I got some more cryotic. I thought about getting like 100,000 by the end of the year, but that's kind of, that's a lot. That's a lot of cryotic. So I'm probably gonna go for like 50,000 first, and see how many I can get after that, because 100,000 cryotic would take me forever. And I'm not the biggest fan of excavation. The rewards are decent though on excavation, like for beginners and stuff. I personally like playing on Mars. I'm hoping other planets and moons get excavation, maybe like Ceres, and I don't believe Jupiter has one either. So yeah, it'd be really cool to get some new excavation locations. That'd be super cool. As well as, wow, I got 9 lanthorns since my last video. Dang, I don't know how I got 9 after the video. Odd. I did play a lot of Zaramon, so I played a lot of Zaramon. Heartlands, these are good to farm as well, just by mining on the open worlds, on Plains of Eidolon. I don't believe I got any more Kuva, so... And then, I only got like, I want to say 8 or 9 Raven Slivers since the last video, something like that. So yeah, still making progress on that. Yeah, that's probably going to be it for now. Just a quick little progress report, how I'm doing, trying to keep track, as mentioned in the previous log. I mentioned in the previous log that Boreal was the easiest Archon, and I was wrong. Like, the area of effect damage it does, the Archon does, just obliterates Nija's armor. So that's kind of something I did create a run for it, but it was kind of sloppy. It was pretty sloppy. I'll still try to make a video of it anyway, and just to show you guys just how I dealt with it. But it was kind of sloppy, and I did have a few close calls. But I'm still deciding if I should even upload that. So, but anyway, not much else to say. Still dealing with the arcanes. Thank goodness DE added this feature where you can just look at your arcane collection. It's quite nice. So that's awesome. The mods, as you can see, I have gotten... Gosh, my math is terrible. I want to say about 50,000 endo since the last video. And then I also still have a bunch of sculptures here. Just a quick little rundown on my progress, and this is kind of my current mod collection as well. I always love, you know, these kind of games where I can just collect as much crap as possible, just hoard everything. So this game really appealed to me in that way, because in video games, I'm a huge hoarder. I want like trillions of stuff, and so anyway. That's probably going to be it for the video. Just wanted to give you guys a little update, maybe have some fun, hang out with me, maybe do a few activities here and there, and I suppose that's where I'm going to leave off. So I'm sure something else will come up, but that's why we have the log series. So that's going to be it. Thank you all for watching and making it this far in the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.